Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Bakel and I'm going to be reading you a story. It's called The Big Smelly Bear. And when I am finished reading the story, I want you to answer these two questions. The first question is, was there a problem in the story? And if there was, what was it? The second question I'd like you to answer is, were they able to resolve or were they able to fix the problem? And if they were, how did they fix the problem? So those are the two questions that I want you to answer. And for a bonus, what kind of animal was the story about? So right now we're going to turn our attention to the Big Smelly Bear. And it is written, we know the author writes the words. The author is Britta Tuckentrop. And I think since there's no other name, that Britta Tuckentrop is also the illustrator. So she drew the pictures. All right, the Big Smelly Bear. There he is. Big Smelly Bear never washed. Big Smelly Bear never brushed. Big Smelly Bear never took a bath. Big Smelly Bear was followed by a big smelly stink wherever he went. Flies buzzed all around him, but they were the only ones that ever came close. When the animals in the forest got a whiff of Big Smelly Bear, they ran away as quickly as they could. None of this seemed to bother Big Smelly Bear, but sometimes he did think it would be nice to have a friend. Then one morning, everything changed. Big Smelly Bear woke up with the most terrible itch. He tried to scratch his back with his paw, but he couldn't reach. He tried rolling around in the ground in the dirt, but that didn't stop the itching either. Big Smelly Bear was itchier and dustier than ever. He tried scratching his back with a tree branch, but that made the itch even itchier. He tried rubbing his back against the trunk of an old tree, but that didn't help at all. I would scratch your back for you, said a voice from above, but you are much too smelly. Big Smelly Bear looked up and saw a big fluffy bear sitting in some branches. Big Fluffy Bear smiled at Big Smelly Bear. Why don't you take a bath? Asked Big Fluffy Bear. Then you wouldn't itch or smell. Because I don't need a bath, replied Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, said Big Fluffy Bear. No, I don't, said Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, growled Big Fluffy Bear. No, I do not, growled Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, cried Big Fluffy Bear. No, I do not, shouted Big Smelly Bear. Look at their faces. How do they look? Whew. Yes, you do, shouted Big Fluffy Bear, because you stink. Both big bears sat quietly for a minute. Then Big Smelly Bear sighed a big sigh. Oh, all right, he said, and he stomped off grumpily down the hill to the pond. When Big Smelly Bear got out of the pond, he shook the water from his big body. Big Fluffy Bear jumped down from the tree and sniffed him. There, she said, that's much better. Now you smell all clean. And she scratched the back for him. The itch was gone. Big Smelly Bear sighed. Thank you, he said. Then he gave Big Fluffy Bear's back a little scratch too. I'm not going to take any more baths, said Big Smelly Bear. Big Fluffy Bear smiled, and the two big bears had a little bear hug. Big Smelly Bear liked Big Fluffy Bear very much, even though he said he would never bathe again. Sometimes, late at night, he would wander down to the big pond, and can you guess what he was doing? What was he doing? Okay, boys and girls, that was Big Smelly Bear. So what I want you to do is answer the questions to whoever watched the video with you. Remember, it was there a problem in the story? And if so, what was it? And were they able to fix the problem? So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.